What is the power of purpose? This is the Performatory Talks with Elke Goldhoorn.
Jim Holt states that people who've never thought about why they're here on this planet are mentally defective. This is why I think that most of you, or at least I, once in their life think about what they're here for. He mentioned this as one of his TED Talks about whether or not we are alone in the universe. He continued on talking about numerous reasons how Earth came into existence, and whether or not there might be other intelligent life out there. This is where my research into science started. I was curious about why I and the rest of humankind were here. Here Holt made another interesting statement. Both science and religion think that the universe originated from nothing, either with or without a God. But this already shows a problem, because what is then that nothingness? And how does nothing define us? I was really curious about how the Earth came into existence, because although I was raised as a Catholic, I do not believe in any sort of God. But I do believe in this universe. And I wanted to know why. The first theory that I stumbled upon was the Big Bang Theory. It's probably the most well-known one, about how some particles about 13.8 billion years ago formed the cosmos as we know it nowadays. Then the inflation theory suggests that after this Big Bang, the universe expanded in a rapid way, and it still does nowadays, but in a much shorter time span. Then there's also the Scala Natura, also referred to as the Great Chain of Being. This is a hierarchical ladder of all living things and matters on our planet, with a perfect being on top, also referred to as a god. But I continued that I realized that although these first, second, and third theories are really interesting, I can continue looking for a fourth, fifth, and a sixth one, but I will never find one explanation to why I'm truly here, because there is simply no explanation why I'm here. This is still a hard pill for me to swallow, because I don't know why I'm here, and I might never even live the day until I find out. What I could do is find out why I was here. I didn't even know what my purpose was, let alone trying to figure out what the purpose of the entire humankind is. Before I continue, I think it might be smart to first explain purpose from a psychological perspective. You see, people, countries at war don't have the luxury problem of thinking what to do with their lives. They fall into the first category defined by Stephen Taylor as survival purpose. Here, all basic things we do on a daily basis are included. Then there's also states of purpose that include existing frameworks, and you adapt those, like religion. You can also find purpose in wealth, money, fame, and status. Or there are states of purpose in which one truly wants to develop themselves at the highest form of being. Then the ultimate form of purpose is the trans-purposive state. Here, self-actualization is realized, and the divine is able to flow through one individual. This is also referred to as the awakened state by most religions. What happened next in my research was the way to the musical The Lion King I visited. In this musical, Simba was really curious what all of the stars in the night sky meant to them. His father Mufasa then went on explaining that every star represents a deceased ancestor that are now guiding and looking out over them. What I liked about this theory is that it suggests ways that people can implement the universe into themselves, although this might not even be realistic. A more realistic example is the law of attraction. What the law of attraction suggests is that people can attract anything they want in life as long as they focus hard enough on it. Regardless of religion, nationality, or your race, we all fall under the law of the universe, including the law of attraction. Another example is Ikigai. Ikigai is a Japanese concept consisting of Iki meaning life and Kai meaning the results of an action. Although there is no direct translation to Ikigai in English, it basically means the things that you live for, the reason you get out of bed in the morning. What I again like about this theory is that it implements that you are the own designer of your life. You shape your life, whether you like it or not. But what I see as a great pity is that only 20% of millennials, 21% of Gen X, and 23% of baby boomers see it as a long-term goal to relate their passions to their work. I think that this is then due to our wealthy Western society. Since there are so many passions to choose from right now, how do we determine which one will guide our life paths, our education, and our careers? People who don't know how to fill in these life paths get into serious states of depressions, anxiety, and addictions. Of course, there's multiple reasons why people get into those states, and multiple reasons why people can get out. I think that one of them is self-esteem and confidence. What self-esteem includes are things such as relationships, your fulfillment in life, and your successes. Confidence is then a tool of not being afraid to take chances, to let yourself open to all of these new chances and not underestimate yourself, your own capability. It also is a guiding tool to struggles that form along the way. I think that with purpose, you need to stay true to yourself. Purpose comes from within. And what purpose then does is that it's a true part of yourself. If people then try to bring it down, they hit that true part of yourself. And I think with low levels of self-esteem and confidence, that really can hurt you. I think that this is not good. Although I'm happy that I can now discover why I'm here, and there's numerous reasons, I think that this purpose-defying should be a thing to solve together. I was still wondering whether or not this was then a personal issue or a societal issue. I came to realize that it's both. This is when I talked to Mark Smulders. What Mark Smulders does is that he helps people from top backgrounds to find their dreams and purpose in life and realize them. He mentioned that there's a system in place, and this system is basically one way of reintegrating into our society. But of course, every individual is different. Not everyone fits into that system. He thinks that the system should not attract all of those individuals, but it should be formed around the individuals. So although I think that there are numerous reasons why and how we can implement the universe and we can improve our own purpose in it, I see my purpose as helping others. And do you know what your purpose is? Thank you for your time.